Welcome to the class today, and let us see how we'll be solving this equilibrium of forces question. Okay, and the trader use the information to find the sum of one, the resultant component forces, the vertical component forces, the resultant force, and the equilibrium force. Okay, and on this plane, the y and the x axis plane, we have the 2 Newton, the 10 Newton, and the 5 Newton with their respective angles. Okay, what do you do first? Now let us recall some of these hacks or rules. Now for the vertical component, which is y, this gives f sine theta. Now for the x coordinates, which is the horizontal, is f then cos theta. Now here are the rules. Okay, now for the first quadrant here, take note that sine theta and cos theta are both positive. Now for this quadrant here, sine is positive while cos is negative. Now for this quadrant here, both of them are negative. So here we have sine theta negative and cos theta negative. While this quadrant here, this cos theta is positive while the sine theta is negative. Okay, so what are then the other rules we need to take into consideration? Now we know that the y-axis takes the force and sine of the angle, while the x-axis takes the force and cos of the angle. So now let us now resolve the horizontal component forces, which is what? The x. Alright, so we have that summation f of x then equals, now let's go to the first quadrant here. Take note, both sine and cosine is positive. So at this point, let's take the force first. Okay, 2. Now take note, cos. Alright, then the angle is what? 30. Okay, now let's move down to the next quadrant. Now at this quadrant here, cos here is negative. So here we have negative. Then the force here, according to this, is 10. Then cos, the angle here is 60. Now, no force allotted here. Then let's come over here. Now for x, take note, cos. So the force here first is 5. Now but cos here is positive, so here you have plus, then 5, then cos. The angle here is what? 45 degrees. Okay, so let us now resolve this. Now this is 2. Cos 30 should give us root 3 all over 2. So root 3 all over 2 minus 10 times cos 60 should give us half. Yeah. So 1 over 2, then plus 5, then cos 45 should give us root 2 over 2, so which is root 2 over 2. Now we can clear up these 2 here, giving us 5 here. So we are left with root 3 minus 5, right here, then plus 5 root 2 all over 2. Okay, if we are to punch our calculator in this point, at this point, 1.7320, then minus 5, then plus, to give us 3.5355. Then when we sum all these together, so this gives us 0.26, then approximately 8 Newton. Now, so this is the sum of the horizontal component forces. Okay, so now let us move to the vertical component forces. So for the y, here is the y, the f, and the sine of the angle. Now for this quadrant first, we have 2, which is the force, then sine. Now the angle here is 30. Now let's move to the next one. The sine here also is plus. Then the force here is 10. Then sine 60. Now this one here, sine here is negative. Then the force here is 5. Then sine 45. Okay. So we then have that 2 sine 30 should also give us 1 over 2. That will be 1 over 2 and plus then 10 times sine 60 is root 3 all over 2, then minus 5 times root 2 all over 2. So these two clears off this. These two here we have 10. So here we have 1 plus 5 root 3 and minus 5 root 2 all over 2. Now this is 1 then plus 8.6602 then minus, here you have 3.5355. This gives us 6.12 then 5 approximately. So here we have that summation of x is 0.268 Newton, y is 6.125 Newton. So now let us resolve the resultant force. Okay, now for us to calculate the resultant force, there are things we need to put into consideration. Now, first of all, the sum of the horizontal component forces is this, and the sum of all the vertical component forces is this. Now, let us take it this way. Now, the whole of the horizontal force is this, as 0.268. Now, the whole of vertical forces is given as what? 6.125 Newton. Okay, so all the vertical forces has been resolved now to this. Okay, and all the horizontal forces has been resolved now to this. Now, for the resultant force now, is for us now to resolve these two, okay, which is denoted as this line from this point to this point. Then we have the angle, which means we have to resolve this vectorially. Okay, so to that now you can see this is a right angle triangle. So where r here squared equals the whole of this 6.125 all squared, then plus 268 all squared. So in natural sense, the formula is given as r equals the square root of the summation of f of x all squared, then plus the summation of f of y all squared. Sorry, f sub x and f sub y. And that is what I'm doing here. So to this end now, we can have it as that r equals to the square root. This gives us 37.5156, then plus maybe 0.0718. And when you add that together, so here we have that r equals to the square root of 37.587424. Now the square root is given as 6.13 Newton. Alright, for us to find this angle here, take note that there is the relationship between this and this. This is opposite over what? Adjacent, that is tan. So here we have tan theta equals 6.125 all over 0.268, and this will give us 22.8544. So we have to find the inverse, the tan inverse of this. So our angle will be tan inverse of 22.8544 plus 87.5 degrees. All right, so now this is for number 3. Now let us now find the equilibrant forces. So now for us to ascertain the equilibrant force, now let's redraw this. Let me draw with an extension of this, extension of the resultant force. Now here is the resultant, okay, with the direction of 87.5 degrees. Now this one here is the equilibrant force, okay, which always act opposite to the resultant, okay, but with the same magnitude. So if this is what's our magnitude here? This is 6.13 Newton. This one too will also be 6.13 Newton. Now, but the direction now will now be the whole of this down to this point. So which gives us 180 plus 180 plus 8, 87.5. So the equilibrant here will then be the same magnitude, 6.13, okay, Newton, then 180, then plus 87.5. This is 5, 7, 6, and 2. So here you have 267.5 degrees. Alright, please don't fail to share this video with other learners. Thank you and remain blessed. Bye bye.